Natasha Dunn. What high school? I love asking people. What high school they went to? High Park. Back in the day, I ain't gonna ask when.
I'm okay. I graduated in '93. I mean, yeah, '93.
Listen to you.
I'm okay with that.
You cool with that? You know what?
She look good. This woman. Oh
I
my God.
think
I wish I was her when I'm her age. She looking hot.
I think I did my TV show in 1993. I'm serious. This show I'm doing right now because I've been doing it since '91. I think I did a show in '93. You ever Mr. Posey was there in the TV department?
Yeah.
See? I'm telling my age now. Mr. Posey. I did a show with him.
And the lady he worked. What was her name? Oh my God.
I can't remember. I know it was a young man named Mr. Posey at High Park. And I don't know if the video's gone. It's all degenerated and all VHS. It's gone, right? But the point is that was had a TV department, right? It was cool.
Yeah.
Any college?
I took that. Oh yeah, I went to Shaw University.
Nope, that's down
in
south,
Raleigh,
ain't it?
North Carolina.
Down south. That's Raleigh, Durham.
Yeah, Raleigh-Durham area. But I was in Raleigh.
Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill, yeah.
Duke University.
Duke, right.
The Triangle.
UNC.
Technology,
Yeah.
whatever they call it. Research Triangle or something.
Oh my God, I wish I would have stayed down there.
That's what we can.
Opportunity out.
We gonna get back to that. So at High Park, you did take the TV department.
I did.
I mean, we probably met in 1993.
Because I did take radio TV.
Yeah, we probably met. I don't think I interviewed you. I don't think you was part of the show.
No.
I can't remember.
No, but I did a PSA.
That's what they do. They did PSAs on that. So when you were in High Park, did you want to go into TV and radio or whatever?
But I just kind of, I didn't know what I wanted to do.
How'd you get down to Shaw College?
My mother.
She sent you down south?
She wanted me to do something that was, different. She wanted me to get out of Chicago and experience the South. And my sister went to school in Alabama, so
that's a long drive, though.
And it was a black college,
but it's a long drive, though.
I know, it was like 15 hours.
That's what I'm saying.
But it was fun.
And you went down, and she sent her baby down south.
She sent me down south. Not because I was a bad child, but because it was an opportunity for me to go to school and get an education. So, and it was a good opportunity. I'm glad I went.
You get a master's?
I do not.
You don't have to have one. I don't have a bachelor's.
But
okay,
I want one.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I ain't got no bachelor's.
And it's okay. Everybody don't have to go to all those different levels.
No, I'm just asking.
Success,
when you go to graduate school, But I say that you went to college, and you have children.
Yes.
How old are they?
11. I have 11-year-old twin boys and a 4-year-old daughter.
Will you send them to college?
Oh, most definitely, if that's what they choose to do.
Well, wait. Now, what happened, Natasha Dunn? If they get like a 25 in the ACT, and they say I don't want to go to school, what you gonna do? Think about it.
I have to think about it. But you know what? Right now, I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm honest.
Yeah.
My sons know what they want to do, and I believe in them.
Right.
So I've instilled that in them since they was babies. This is part of the process of parenting. Is sort of instilling certain values into your kids. So, my son probably will score a perfect score on the ACT.
Oh, listen to you.
Will do that. And he will go to Harvard. That's where he's going.
You the kind of parent I hate, because you proud of your children and you're proud of yourself and you're unapologetic.
Going to Harvard Law.
I don't like that. I mean, some people will probably feel intimidated seriously when they see Natasha Dunn and her children.
Yeah.
And I say that because I'm serious, Francis. Francis behind the camera. We talking. Is this real? Because I think that education is so personal. Remind me. Tell me stop talking. I'm talking forever. But education is so personal. So if Natasha Dunn's children are doing so well, and my children not, we ain't talking.
Well, you know what? That's one of the reasons why I've been so vocal in education, because I believe that all children have the potential to be as good as my children are. I believe that with the solid foundation, with support, because we have parents who don't have the support necessary, who don't even understand what resources are out there or what opportunities are there for their children, and so my goal is to sort of connect them to that, and to show them that there's opportunities for their children to be as successful as mine, so even if it's me going to a parent and, maybe helping them with whatever it is that they're falling short at, regardless of what it is, I can't say specifically, depending on the parent, that's what I would do, so it just depends. Some people just need that support, that encouragement, the connections.
Yeah, but some people,
counseling,
including me,
therapy.
We need all of that, Natasha, and like me, I did not push my children to be smart enough to go to Harvard Law, and consciously. And some people subconsciously do not want their children to do well. Thus, they're not going to work with Natasha Dunn to improve the school that your children go to, because they ain't got no. Harvard Law is like, I don't get it. I don't even know what Boston is, or actually Cambridge, Massachusetts, across the Charles River. I'm assuming across the Charles River. I've been there once. but the point is that even Shaw's still there, right?
It's still there.
But that's too hard for some people to think about. You got a child that's 10 years old. I can't even think about my child going to Shaw in North Carolina. Go right ahead.
What's so interesting is that even though I grew up with two parents household, mother and a father, they were the best parents ever. My mother exposed me to so many things. I didn't graduate from high school traditionally. I graduated through summer school. Because from let me see, 4th grade all the way up to 12th grade, I failed math.
What?
Absolutely hated math. Got an F
what grammar
from
school is
4th all the way up to 12th grade.
What grammar school is that?
Actually, I think by 12th grade I kind of got like a D or something. But
no, wait, what grammar school is that?
I went to Parkside Academy.
Where?
It's in 69th and East End.
Still there?
It's still there.
Parkside, is that a private
Parkside
school?
Community Academy. No, it's a public school. It's a neighborhood school. It's near the Jackson Park Highlands community in the South Shore area.
Excuse me.
And I failed math from 4th grade all the way on, and as a result, when I got to Hyde Park, I was intimidated by math. I hated math. In fact, I think my ACT score was probably like a 14 or 15. I might have gotten like a combined score on the SAT.
Wait, how you go from a 15? I got a 13 back in the day, so I wasn't gonna go to no school. 13,
See?
and most schools when you get a 13, you won't get accepted if you avoid anything.
And let me tell you what happened though, because I had good parents, because they instilled values and strength in me.
Right.
Let me tell you what I did. I was like, even though I have a 1.9 grade point average in high school, I'm going to college. Even though I have to go to summer school instead of graduate with my friends, I'm going to college. So what I did was I wrote letters to every college that I wanted to go to. I applied to Clark, Western, Northern, a whole bunch of colleges, and I attached a letter and said, well, these are my grades. I know they're not the greatest, but I am very active in other activities. I'm engaged, I volunteer at Push, I'm on the swim team, I'm doing a lot of things, so that's how I was able to sort of get into the school. Also, I had an opportunity to participate in this contest, and because I was a speaker, I did poetry and stuff, I was able to get like little small scholarships. So bottom line, parenting is so important. Grades are great, but if your parents put that foundation down early on, then you can blossom. Now, I know what my children are going to be because I've spent time with them, and I know what their potential is. And it's not so much of me telling them they're going to Harvard. This is actually the choice that my son has made early on based on the foundation.
But someone had to show him that there was a Harvard, and where it wasn't. I talk to students all the time. I ask them, what school college you want to go to? Michigan State? I say, where is Michigan State, baby? In Michigan? I said, but where in Michigan? I'm being very basic, but I know we have dreams, but we got to go to reality. And reality is, a lot of folks ain't ready to go to Shaw College and move away from home. But then again, some people should move away from home.
They should.
So as parents, really as a community, because a parent can't do everything.
They can't.
I got a son in college at liberal arts school, and I didn't even know what a liberal arts school was.
Right.
I didn't know. Somebody has to. I have to humble myself and say, Natasha Dunn is smarter than me. It's okay. She gonna help me get my children through high school and college. That's serious for parents. Most of our parents, they gotta humble themselves. So do you think you're intimidating to some parents? Let's face it.
I don't think I'm intimidating to parents because I connect with them. I'm more intimidated to administrators in schools.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
It's them.
Don't get me started on that.
I'm having issues with, and not all of them. There are some great people that I've ran across, but I would say in the communities where, in particular, the public schools that are having issues, and here I come, then they're like, "Whoa, wait, she got this little too much passion."
You've heard of the Nether Horse School on the north side? Nether Horse?
Yeah,
The Nether Horse. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's a school where the middle class parents transform that school.
Yes.
But they work with the administrator, the principal, and they were able to get rid of all the bad teachers, and that's why the school improved. To make a long story short. We can't do that on the south side.
It's hard because sometimes, and not all schools, there are some great principals. For example, Spencer Elementary School on the west side. I went to that school. It's so parent friendly. It seemed like it's ran right. They welcome the community in. There's no barriers. There's opportunities for parents to grow. And a lot of our schools in our community, they prevent parent engagement, believe it or not. Now, a lot of people might not think that that's true, but it is. Like, for example, the school in my community, on the first day of school, instead of allowing parents to come into school, they kindly encourage parents to not come into the school unless they needed to register the child or if there was some sort of problem.
You told me that on Facebook.
Exactly.
I was so mad because no offense, I got a daughter still in school and my son graduated. Charter school. Charter school's not panacea.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, but I can come up in there
I
anytime I want.
Yeah.
Mr. Sims come right up. When my kids going to the public school, sit your behind down. We'll get to you when we're ready.
Exactly.
And so a lot of public schools, they're not really parent friendly.
They're not parent friendly, so that was the issue. And I actually went up there. So this is not word of mouth. This is me standing outside of the school, you know. And I don't have children in the school, but because I'm so passionate and I've seen better, I know better. I want my people to experience better. So when I go, I'm there, you know, just kind of listening and watching parents, and they didn't see it. Some of them didn't flinch.
Because what you just said,
they didn't flinch.
They haven't. It's not their fault. They haven't seen better.
Exactly.
A lot of parents are just like me. They never been to college. Never went, not one day in college. So the whole, and college is not for everybody.
Right.
But I think for a lot of people, they got to go associates. They got to go 2 years.
Well,
a lot of jobs, you don't want, you say, I don't want to go to college, but you may have to do 2 years and just get your associate, whatever. So that's so I think that people, we don't know.
Right. And there's
who's going to bring us that information?
Right. And so that's kind of my approach, is just trying to get the information to people and do it in a way where I'm not forcing it down their throat, where I'm just, you know, developing relationships with the parents first. So, you know, even though I had a relationship with the previous principal in the school and some of the teachers in the school, because the school actually turned around. So there's a new staff, new principal, new everything. You know, my goal is to first develop a relationship with the people who send their kids into the school, with the parents, you know. So seeing that was just very disheartening to me. The other thing is I went to a PAC meeting that they had, and the principal told the parents that although they want to engage them, there's one group that the school has, and that is that parents are not to volunteer in their own children's classroom. And I'm sitting there looking like, you know, I mean, I didn't do all that, but that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, oh, you know, and nobody flinched. And the principal went on to say, well, you know how it is, right? And the parents were like, yeah. You know, so sometimes we oppress ourselves. Like, we create these systems that can oppress us, and we kind of keep it going, unfortunately. So, yeah, my goal is to sort of break that cycle a little bit. If I can get a group of parents, which I kind of have right now, I do have some, and I'm going to work with them and try to get them to understand, you know, the power that they have, as other parents in other communities do.
Natasha, you got a few minutes. Can we do part two? Let's do part one. Let's end part one, and we'll do part two.
Okay.
We may go outside on the block. We'll see what happens.